welcome back to our channel. During a lavish party of the Dupree family, the atmosphere that was originally filled with laughter and sparkling champagne suddenly became stuffy. The attendees, mostly friends, relatives and business partners, were still enjoying the luxury of the Dupree mansion with exquisite dishes and melodious music. But few knew that a tragedy was silently forming right in the heart of that large house. Eva suddenly separated herself from the crowd and sneaked into Kat's private room, where the soft light from the chandelier reflected on the wooden floor, creating a scene that was both romantic and gloomy. In a sudden and violent moment, Eva pulled out a knife and attacked Kat, causing Kat to fall to the floor in a dying state. The smell of blood and iron spread, and the peaceful atmosphere of the party suddenly turned into a chaotic scene, with horror creeping into the eyes of everyone who knew what happened. Tomas, who was close to Kat, immediately rushed to the rescue. The image of Tomas straining to protect and stop Eva and protect Kat became haunting to anyone who witnessed it. Eva, who was small but agile, slipped out of reach, disappearing like a ghost in the vast hallways of the mansion. Even when everything seemed to have calmed down, Eva reappeared before the Dupree family with a normal, calm, even innocent expression as if nothing had happened. This contrast between the recent violent behavior and Eva's innocent attitude left the family members shocked, unable to believe what they had just witnessed. This event not only shakes the atmosphere of the party but also starts a chain of doubts and conflicts that last for a long time. It raises questions about trust, honesty and the true relationship between family members. The police are quickly called to the scene, and the investigation begins at high speed. Tomas, as the last person to be with Kat before Eva's attack, quickly falls under suspicion. Although Tomas' actions in that moment were purely out of protective instinct, for the investigators, this detail becomes an important piece to unravel. They analyze every movement, timing, and trace in Kat's room to determine each person's responsibility and role in the attack. Tomas faces scrutiny, probing questions, and the overwhelming feeling of insecurity as he becomes not only a witness but also a suspect. Tensions rise as members of the Dupree family begin to suspect each other, and seemingly strong relationships suddenly fray, creating an atmosphere of tension like a taut string. Eva's calm appearance before the police and family makes all suspicions become more blurred and complicated. There is no direct evidence linking Eva to the attack other than the remaining traces in Tomas' testimony, but Eva's calm and confident demeanor raises questions about the true nature of the incident. Is Eva truly innocent or is she just hiding her cruel nature? This mystery not only creates a knot in the story but also makes other characters question their ability to perceive and evaluate people around them. While Tomas is under pressure from both the police and the family, Kat is in critical condition, facing severe pain and losing a lot of blood. Kat's condition becomes the focus, not only medically but also psychologically, as recovery can lead to other changes in the relationships between the characters. Doctors and medical staff struggle to keep Kat alive, while trying to decipher the psychological and physical signs Kat left before and after the attack. Kat's every action, every gesture is closely observed, creating a painful and tense picture of the fragility of life in the face of sudden violence. As the investigation continues, the pressure on the Dupree family becomes more intense. Old conflicts, hidden disputes and long-standing secrets begin to surface, making the already tense atmosphere even more suffocating. Tomas must not only defend his honor and innocence, but also find a way to decipher Eva's behavior. Questions about the motives for the attacks, the relationship between Eva and Kat, and unexplored elements in the characters' lives become the focus of observation and inference. As the investigation progresses, the police begin to look into the social relationships and personal histories of Eva, Tomas, and Kat. Every detail, from pre-party conversations to changes in daily schedules, is scrutinized. Tomas must cooperate, answer questions, and provide evidence to clear his name, while Eva continues to maintain a calm demeanor, almost defiantly challenging anyone who might suspect her. This opposition creates a tense dynamic where every decision can have unforeseen consequences, and secrets that have long been thought safe are suddenly at risk of being exposed. Eva's attack on Kat and Tomas' suspicion of her are not just isolated events, but the starting point of a complex chain of events, in which trust, power, and relationships among the Dupree members are tested to the utmost. Tomas faces the psychological challenge of being caught between protecting Kat, proving his innocence and deciphering Eva's behavior, whose normal appearance hides unclear motives. Kat, despite her critical condition, remains at the center of every decision and action, as any change in Kat's health or reaction could change the course of the investigation. The Dupree mansion, once a symbol of power and luxury, is now a mental battlefield where secrets, suspicions and insecurities mingle. Every step, every look and every gesture carries hidden meanings, creating an atmosphere that is both eerie and dramatic. Tomas, Kat, and Eva each become important links in the unfolding chain of events, with consequences that affect not only the individual but also the entire Dupree family and their relationships. The event, although it begins with a brief moment of violence, creates a complex web of doubts, worries, and tensions. Tomas must constantly adjust his behavior, reactions, and decisions to maintain his innocence in the eyes of the police and his family, while Eva maintains a calm and conflicted demeanor. Kat, in a weakened but still present state, becomes the focus of both motivation and burden for those around her. The lesson learned from this event lies not only in identifying who was right and who was wrong, but also in how each person deals with violence, pressure, and doubt. Tomas, Kat and Eva, through their decisions, actions and reactions, create a complex psychological picture where trust and truth become fragile and easily manipulated. The police, the Dupree family and witnesses are all caught up in a whirlwind of suspicion and emotion, creating a dramatic and profound story about power, relationships and survival in a conflict-filled environment. Stay tuned to find out what the truth is behind Eva's attack, whether Tomas can clear his name, and whether Kat can survive this tragedy. The secrets of the Dupree family have never been fully revealed, and each new episode brings unexpected shocks that will keep you glued to your seat. Subscribe to our channel today to never miss the dramatic plot twists, intense violence and untold mysteries in Beyond the Gates.